Hello, my name is Aiden Ferris, and this is my speech on Facebook and how it's affecting mental health. My best friend used to be confident and outgoing until Facebook became her daily escape. Constant scrolling led her to feel inadequate compared to others' posts. Sadly, this isn't just her story. Millions silently deal with the emotional impact of social media. Many of us have felt worse after logging off Facebook, whether from comparison, conflict, or overload. As college students, we're surrounded by social media pressure daily. I've researched this topic using peer-reviewed studies, government testimony, and social media watchdog organizations. Facebook's design is contributing to poor mental health outcomes, and we must address this issue through education, platform reform, and public accountability. First, we'll examine how Facebook affects our minds. Then, we'll explore real-life effects. Finally, I'll explain what we can do to create healthier online experiences. Let's begin with how Facebook is intentionally designed to influence your emotions. According to a University of Pennsylvania study, limiting social media use significantly decreased loneliness and depression. A passive use, like mindless scrolling, is linked to negative outcomes. Facebook's features are designed to exploit psychological vulnerabilities. Infinite scroll and reaction buttons trigger dopamine release, similar to gambling. The Center for Humane Technology explains these platforms use emotionally charged content to keep users engaged. Users often internalize engagement statistics, questioning their worth based on likes or comments. These design tactics take advantage of our basic human need for connection and validation. As a result, people use the platform more but feel worse over time. So what are the real-world consequences of these psychological tricks? Well, Jean Twenge found that teens who spend over 3 hours a day on social media are 35% more likely to experience suicidal thoughts or behaviors. Facebook is one of the most used platforms in this age group. These outcomes are serious and affect emotional development. Frances Haugen, a former Facebook employee, testified before Congress in 2021. She revealed internal research showed Instagram, owned by Facebook, worsened body image issues in 1 in 3 teen girls. She argued that Facebook consistently prioritized profits over safety. Adults are affected too. A 2023 Pew study showed nearly 50% of adult users feel worse emotionally after time spent on Facebook. Users report increased anxiety, jealousy, and social withdrawal. A former Facebook content moderator reported developing PTSD-like symptoms after reviewing disturbing content daily. The psychological effects of working within the platform are rarely discussed but are just as serious. With effects this severe, it's time to consider solutions. Facebook has implemented surface-level fixes like hiding likes, but core design flaws remain. Legislative efforts are underway. The Kids Online Safety Act aims to increase platform accountability and user protections. Senator Markey argues big tech has failed to act. Now it is Congress's turn. Ethical technology is possible. The Center for Humane Technology proposes tools like daily time reminders, well-being filters, and emotion tracking features. Platforms should function like food labels, warning us about emotional risks. Social media reform should be a public health priority. If we regulate cigarettes, alcohol, and fast food for health reasons, social platforms should be held to similar standards. Schools and universities should integrate digital literacy courses. Teaching students how social media affects their minds could help reduce long-term harm. Facebook contributes to declining mental health, but there are steps we can take to reduce the damage. We looked at Facebook's manipulative design. We reviewed serious real-world consequences. We explored possible reforms and user-based actions. So what should we do? We should promote digital literacy in schools and homes. Schools should incorporate media awareness into health and technology classes, teaching students how platforms manipulate attention and emotions. Parents can set age-appropriate expectations for screen time and help kids reflect on how social media makes them feel. Support legislation that regulates big tech. We should contact local representatives to advocate for stronger digital safety laws and join online petitions to community groups focused on tech accountability. We can also model healthier digital behavior, set personal screen time limits, or use wellness tools like focus mode and app timers. Take digital detox weekends or social media breaks and talk about it with peers. Replace scrolling with activities that build real connection, like in-person hangouts or creative hobbies. We should also demand transparency from the platforms. We should push for features that alert users when content may negatively impact mental health. We can advocate for independent audits of algorithms and mental health research disclosures. Encourage platforms to offer default well-being modes that prioritize positive, uplifting content. Imagine a world where social media worked for your mental health instead of against it. That future depends on what we do today. Change starts with awareness, but it only grows through action. Thank you.